Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Mayo. And it's Drummond missing. The Wizards have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Nene with the screen on Drummond. Off the pick. And again, Nene.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Freak following the basket by Nene. And that one's good. Freak.
And he came off that screen and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Mayo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Washington with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a... Maybe some other NBA players going with the new group. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Johnson, and it's Udrih in at the point guard position. Beal can't get it to go.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets did some really solid work on the floor. He ended with 20 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Washington. Brian Roberts comes in for John Wall. Here's Freak. No good. Excellent D there for Mayo.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Udrih. The Wizards with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Detroit shooting their first foul shot of the game.
It's been a good one for Jones. 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Shot by Mayo is no good. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Freak. Second shot opportunity. Gortat with the block. There's a screen by Gortat. Mayo, and that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. Sinks that one from the post.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Nene, the screen. They double him with Freak. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Mayo missing again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Johnson with the block. Here's Freak. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and
Bradley, it certainly...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And that
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over
Yeah,
it.
he could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Freak. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Washington leading now by 13. Now here's Wall. He's got 9. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. On defense, Detroit. Outside, Wall. 5 to shoot. Feeds to Beal. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Wizards haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And that one falls for Beal. Markieff Morris is checked in for Washington. And a switcher also for Detroit. Morris is checked in. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jackson passes to Freak. From the wing. And the shot is good. Freak's got 5 points in the quarter. Wizards leading by 13. Wall dishes to Morris. Inside. Push. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that.
1:10 left to play in the third. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the pick. Off the left rim and out. Pistons trail by 18. And Udrih kicks to Freak. Gortat with the block. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. That's good. And the Wizards lead by 20.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Now, Freak. He's got 13. Screen by Jones. And Drummond kicks to Udrih. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mayo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Udrih, the pass to Freak. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound, Washington. Beal's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Mayo. No good on the buzzer beater. Well,
Get ready for your Wizard Girl.
welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Pistons trail by 19 and on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Freak in at point guard. Harris is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Washington shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Wall kicks to Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 6 points for Marcin Gortat. Gortat's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Porter against Harris. Passes to Freak. Morris into the lane. And that one's good.
2 points.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
And the Wizards with possession. They host the Kings after this game. Outside, Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. There's Beal with the 3. Here's Bush. It's hauled in by Harris.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to be on John Wall.
So far in the game for Freak, he's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And Washington making a change here. Morris is checked in. Morris a screen. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from 17 feet out. And the Wizards lead by 19.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Freak kicks to Drummond. And the layup falls.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Wall. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Drummond. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Wizards leading by 17. They set the screen. Here's Wall. And it's Otto Porter with the foul.
Otto Porter.
That is his.
At
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Washington.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for John Wall. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Roberts. Pass to Bush. Kicks it to Porter. Fires the 3. And that one's good. And the Wizards lead by 19.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Freak. Drills the elbow jumper.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Roberts kicks to Nene. There's Porter with the 3. The dish to Roberts. He feeds it to Porter. Out left to the wing. Here's Galloway. Pass to Roberts. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one.
Well, first off,
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
There are two type of point guards, Arnie. Kenny would know nothing about that.